Welcome back to some more Minecraft. This is episode 7. Last episode, we completed the lab lobby. I think it turned out really nice. But the thing that is bothering me the most is the fact that this is supposed to be a lobby, like a introduction to a massive facility. And I only have this hallway right here going up with like one office. Of course, it's Jim's office. But and then down here, I just have this hallway leading to that thing over there. I only have two hallways, and I don't like that. I want to change that. And I think the best place that I can put another hallway is right here. So I'm gonna have to change this up just a little bit. Might have to get rid of this desk, which I think I'm okay with. It is kind of cluttered here anyways. So let's get to work. It's a new gear. I'm excited. Ah, this is empty. That's perfect. I guess I didn't fill it in when I was building it. I picked up all my shulker boxes, but probably shouldn't have done that because I'm going to need some building blocks. My plan is I'm going to tweak this a little bit because I want it to be on the same level as this. So let's see what I could come up with. How does that look? Honestly, I don't think it looks too bad. Gonna have to tweak the staircase up there a little bit. And obviously this is gonna have to be tweaked. Could honestly just add that desk back. Just like right here. Yeah, I like that. Now we got a big hole in the staircase. Perfect for what I need it for. Don't like how dark this tree is. So this tunnel hypothetically would break out right here. Maybe I could have the lab expand that away. I think that'd be a good idea. Guess I should bring up what gave me the idea to do this. I want to have a nether portal built in here, definitely, and I think it's fitting that the nether portal is built somewhere close, and I think the lobby is perfect. So I'm going to have a room built right here. I'm going to try to make it centered. Basically going to be like a failed experiment, kind of inspired by Stranger Things, not going to lie. It's got 4 blocks right there, and that should be even with regards to the parameters I set. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6. Perfect. Don't know what color stripe I'm going to use for this, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to come over here and change this green out for red. Yeah, I think that's much better. Okay, so how am I going to do the lights in here? I do want it to be symmetrical. These 2 points right here are somewhat symmetrical. So I'm going to do, I think, a light right here. I like how this is coming so far. I gotta pick a color of terracotta for a line right here. I'm not sure really what color to use. I'm thinking blue, just straight up blue terracotta. I gotta honestly go and see how much terracotta I even have left. I may have to go find a mesa. I think that's all I have left. I know for a fact I have blue dye. I should have a decent amount of cornflower. I think, is that what they were called? Cornflowers? Yeah, cornflower. I was right. But I think I got plenty of lapis down here. I may have moved it to the library. I don't really remember. I really need to sit down and just make like one episode that's just themed around me gathering resources. I feel like that could be a fun episode. Like I just make myself a checklist of things like wood, stone, for example, and I go and collect all those resources. That way, when I do these builds, it just kind of shaves off some time. I have no idea where I'm going right now. I think 4 blocks is enough for this. So my plan is a big square room with a bunch of like caution tape and maybe like some science stuff. And then just in the middle of the room, I'm gonna have just a simple nether portal. I just don't know how big I want to make this room. Work out at the surface. Maybe I can use this to my advantage. So it looks like I dug too far and wrapped up to the staircase. Gonna have to tweak the design just a little bit. Alright, bit of an update. Got the entire room cleared out. Got the walls done, the floor done, the ceiling done. I put in some sea lanterns with some iron trapdoors over them, and obviously I've set it to the nether portal. I went ahead and made another nether portal instead of the nether, so it links up not perfectly, but I'll make do with its spot. What I want to do now, I want to make this place look infected. Like, I want it to look like the nether is pouring out of here, and there's like, it's leaching out on the rest of the lab. Hence the caution tape. I also put up a door here. I think it just makes sense. I don't think it like makes sense just to have a open hallway, because this place is gonna look really infected. So I'm gonna go empty my inventory, grab some nether blocks, and I'll see what I can come up with. Might be here for a while. Another update. I've coded the entire room, nether themed. I got a bunch of Nylium, crimson stuff. I decided to split it 50-50. Honestly forgot all this existed, but this is the general like vibe I was going for. Like the nether is leaking out of the portal. I know it's been done countless times, but I think it being in the lab is just perfect. One thing I didn't like, and is what I'm working on now, I'm actually going to replace all of the quartz with polished andesite. I think it just like kind of contributes to like the whole like top secret industrial. It doesn't really make sense for this to be like the floor at least to be made of quartz. I think andesite just really complements the whole infested look, if that makes any sense. It makes sense in my head. I wish we had like a cracked quartz block. I mean, we have quartz bricks, and I tried, doing stairs and slabs of blocks behind them, but honestly, with all the nether infection happening, there's just a lot of blocks in the way, and it just looks like vents or like detail, and it doesn't really do the job because it's not a blank, unobstructed wall. Haven't decided yet if I'm gonna also switch out the walls for a different, heavier duty looking block. I might not. I kind of like the transition. I don't like this. I think it'll be better if it's like hugging the wall. I love this view so much. Look at the sun goes through the window. I've been working on here just a little bit more. I added some slabs. I know they're not the same color or like the same texture, but I think they fit. I went with mangrove slabs. Added some magma. Think it really fits the whole aesthetic. I'm working on like a little safety bridge to get to and from the portal, and using iron trapdoors. But this one right here, like if I were to put a block here, actually no, there's nothing powering this iron trapdoor. basically what I'm doing, flip the lever like that, but if you break the lever, the trapdoor goes down. So the solution, oops, is to put the trapdoor a block back, place down a piston, power the piston, break the piston, and then break your mess, and you have a sideways iron trapdoor. And I like it. It's like a little like thrown together walkway for safety. That way, you don't step on the contamination. Contamination. I have trouble saying that word, but here we go. Um, Not really too sure what else I can add. Maybe some more, um, you know, this. I'm not really too sure. I definitely want to add some like tables in here, like maybe they're studying all of this. I should also mention, I tried growing, like what I did over there, I tried growing a tree. And apparently, the way these work is you place it and it does not care if there's blocks in the way. It'll go straight through those blocks. And actually, one of them, this one went up to Jim's office. These over here went up all the way to the surface. Thankfully, they don't break blocks. They just go through them and, you know, superimpose themselves on the environment. But I cleaned all that up. Really like the way this build's coming together. I think it's the perfect spot for a portal. Come right out here to the main lobby, and then you can choose to go other directions. Also have this really long tunnel that maybe I can do something with. Comes out the side right there. I have all this land to play with. And we'll just see, how big the lab becomes over the years, because look how big the castle is. I've been working on this since 2020. It should be a lot more completed, but I mean, look at my house. That's a better example. I feel like this thing, oh crap. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It grew straight through the blocks. I might leave it, honestly. It's a nice color. Probably not. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of it. Not now. I actually want to put some more offices on these blank walls. Maybe I can give, this other pink sheep also a room and something here as well, just to fill in the empty space. Could honestly also maybe put like a smaller lab or something here, because I got room under the staircase. But let's get this finished. Let's get some tables and some studies going on. Just see how this build is going to come together, because I'm having a lot of fun designing this. Alright, I think it's time for another update. I've just been working on making this place look more infested. I tweaked the caution line quite a bit. And I added this like really cute like desk area. There's a lot of detail. I caked into this as well as this, which I'll get to in a second. But this is just maybe like a little study. Maybe they're studying, like the crimson and the nylium, the warped and the crimson stuff rather. I got a picture of a rose. Maybe this is the infected version of that. I don't know. Got like a warped pressure plate. Maybe like, it's fungus from this mushroom. Got the book, nothing in it. Got a chiseled bookshelf with some more written books in it. Again, nothing in them. I want to add to it in the future. I also have some shelves with some of the herbery that exists in the Nether. I got some roots right here, or vines, and some more vines here with this nice like little fence. I'm iffy on this, but for the time being, it'll be fine. I also put down a copper lantern. Forgot those were in the game, but I think it's perfect because it's like the same color as this. Maybe like it's a normal lantern, and it has like fungus over it or something. Got the burn stand, of course, and yeah, that's the gist of that. Like I said, I tweaked this line a little bit. It now wraps around here. It's more fit in because it's like danger. You don't want to go over here. Really, I should put it here too, but I'm not gonna do that. Was working down here a little bit and I actually found a use for the resin bricks. I think they really go well with magma, because maybe it's like, these were originally around this, and like maybe because of the heat of this, it cracked the brick and made it hot, so it's orange. So I put those in there. I I also put down some cauldrons with some copper trapdoors over it. Maybe it's metal and it's heating up because of the magma, but you can open these. There's some lava in the cauldrons. I only put down 2. I didn't want to be excessive, but I keep this one open for aesthetic. Also put down some copper chains. I think I said that already, but I don't like how they don't connect to the walls, but it's okay. Another cute detail I added, I kept in with the pot design that I've been using throughout the lab, and I built one here, but instead of having like a healthy plant, I just put in 2 dead bushes. It's like as if this lab was built before the Nether incident and these plants died. Maybe they kept them around to study. I don't know, but got this nice window right here that just, you see outside. If you're curious where this portal goes out to, it goes out right here on this like edge. I don't like the placement of it, but it is what it is. Nothing I can really do about it. All this should be filled in. Maybe I can do something cute with it. Maybe I can have it like caged and suspended from the ceiling or something like that, because I want to make it lab themed, but at the same time I got to thinking, like, I didn't make the museum one over here museum. Like, it's just a random portal that takes you to the museum, and on the same page I didn't make that one themed. I didn't make any of them themed. They're just themed around the central build, which is an old Nether castle. So I don't think I'm gonna make it lab themed. Like, I was gonna build like a lab on the other side, but maybe I will. Like, maybe I'll make the outside somehow themed around this like Nether castle, and then the inside can be based on like the lab. I kind of did that down here. Like, this top is like this ancient castle, and then down here is a more modern-ish builds. I got this like really awkward scaffolding, and these innards right here. I kind of want to come in here and change this up because it doesn't really fit a whole lot. I don't even use this netherite mine hardly ever. Actually, also, when I was building this, I found this portal right here. This actually takes you straight to the city. I gotta do something with that too, but like where that portal takes you, that's not where I want it to be. So I gotta do some tweaking with that. But I think all in all, this place turned out fantastic. I really love the vibe in here. I think it's a perfect spot for like a lab portal. Depending on how big this place is gonna get, I might have 1 or 2 portals, like maybe in different quadrants of the lab. Like, this can be like the lobby portal, and then maybe in a different quadrant of the lab we can have another portal that takes you someplace else into the Nether. I haven't decided yet. For the time being, this is like the main portal. You want to get to the Nether, and you go to the lobby, you go in this back room right here. As far as where the heck this hallway is going to lead, I have no idea. I gotta come up with some ideas, because I definitely want to keep working on this place. I'm not sure how many episodes I'm gonna get out, because as of right now, let's see, I have, I think, 3 out. Like, I have the, let's see, episode 1. What did I do in episode 1? I think I built, that sky bridge, and then in episode 2 I built the that plant room. Then episode 3 was a horrible episode. And I think episode 4 is when I started this place. I built the front over there. And then I built the Jim's office in episode 5. And then episode 6 is when I really cranked it up and built this lobby. And of course, this is episode 7. Why are there cows in here? Okay, well, guess we have cows in this place now. Who knew? But as I was saying closer to the start of this episode, or midways, I don't even really remember, this place has a lot of potential. So does the castle, because I'm not really locked in place. Like, with my base, I'm kind of locked because if I expand any more this away, then I approach on another build, which is my little mini town. Same thing over here, I approach on the plains, and I could expand out here. But then that means, the base is getting way too big. I don't even go to that building right there. That building doesn't even really need to exist now that we have that. And I kind of shot myself in the foot because I can't expand this way because that's where the lab is. But the lab is different. So is the castle. I don't have any builds off in this direction. At least any meaningful builds. Same with the castle, like, no builds the other way. It can literally extend as far as I want it to expand to. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So with all that gibberish out of the way, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. It's kind of a mess. In fact, I'm recording this outro weeks after the last time we recorded. Just a lot has happened, and I'll explain it in episodes to come. But I like to thank you very much for watching. If you stayed to the end, I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a great day. Go do something that excites you. Go on a bike ride. I've kind of been doing bike rides. They're fun. But yeah, hope you have a great day. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.